5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what is good? Bossy V from Voicing of an Artist is here.
Co-host Anonymous.
What is good, everybody? It's Friday.
Happy Friday,
Hey.
happy Friday.
Yes, and if you hear that, we got a very special guest. We'll introduce him in a little bit because I got to do my mental health segment. You know how I do.
Facts.
So, like I said before, use your voices. Voices are important in any aspect of life. And especially with mental health, you need to understand that utilize your voice when it comes to mental health. It's very serious. It's very important. I want you to get the help if you need the help. If you know somebody that needs the help, please go and help and support them. Make sure you're there for them. Don't give up on somebody because it's not easy dealing with their own mental emotions because people are alone sometimes out there. And I get it. Sometimes it can be crazy. But don't give up so easily because we don't want nobody to give up on us. Let's not give up on people. Also, there's domestic violence situations. Please get the help. There's resources out there within your state. If you need those resources, you could just hit us up or just go on Google. They also have information to provide, and we also can provide them too. Also, if you're homeless, get the care that you need when it comes to being not on the streets. It's not safe on the streets, so please don't be on the streets. I don't want to see nobody in the streets, so make sure you get that help. And also substance abuse, if you need that help, to get the help that you need. And I do mean the heavy stuff, not the other stuff that y'all be mentioning crazy. The real stuff that can really mess you up. Please get the help. We have it, and it's, the one that I know is pound 988. You can either text it or call it. They give you resources for counseling, therapy, for homeless, for DV situations. There's multiple resources, so please get the help. You know, and I advise you to always listen to yourself. If you feel unsure about certain things, go with your gut feeling. 9 out of 10, it's right. So please take care of yourself, take care of each other. Make sure that you take care of your kids too. Shout out to the children that's out there doing their thing in school. Shout out to our kids too, because I'm super proud of my kids. They're doing well in school. Super proud of my little one as well. She's doing great in junior high school. Shout out to her. I'm so proud of her. And shout out to me because I'm a student and I just graduated.
Yeah, congrats.
Yes.
I thought you was gonna come with your graduation gear on.
I was, but then again, you guys will see the picture when I post it. But yeah, I just graduated from being a CMA medical assistant. I got my certifications. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. You know, it feels good to feel that accomplishment. If I could do it, you guys can do it. Do not settle for less. If you want to go work in a profession, go do it. Go do it. I commend it. Go do it. Don't give up.
Facts.
So what's good, Anonymous?
Yeah.
What's good? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yo, we got a special guest.
Yes.
I've been trying to get in the studio for a while now.
Yeah.
Man, without further ado, Cannon Music in the building.
What's up? There the horns at.
Yeah.
What's good,
Yo,
y'all?
my brother, we are finally here. It is awesome to finally meet you
That's a fact.
face to face.
Yes.
I've been seeing you on TikTok doing your thing.
We grinding on
I
that.
became
It's
a
grinding.
fan immediately when I heard Stay, your single, that's available on all platforms. Why don't you just take this opportunity to give a shout out to anybody you desire to, and let them know what all the platforms that everybody can reach you at this time.
Shout out to the utmost high first. You know what I mean? Shout out to the utmost high. We can't do anything without that. You know what I mean? Anything.
Amen.
When you're by yourself, he's the only one there. The only one there. We've been through it, so I always make sure that's upmost first. But everybody that's been grinding since before summertime, shout out to the whole team. Everybody new that I met on the platform TikTok, Z in the building. Everybody that's just always encouraging me and uplifting me on and off, which is important. Not just on the screen. So y'all know who y'all are, and y'all just always locking in with me every day and night. grinding until the wheels fall off. So shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all believing in the journey. I always tell them success is the journey. It's never like, you know, the destination is like who you fighting with. So shout out to them. You know, everybody in there. And Canon Music, all platforms, Kannon. Don't spell music the right way. Muzik, all one word. You're gonna
He
get
said,
somebody.
don't spell it the right way, yo.
You're gonna get somebody else, and you're gonna be like, "Who?" You know what I mean? So,
Exactly.
no spaces. All platforms. You can put it in Google. You know what I mean? It'll send you on there. You know?
Exactly.
So, shout out
Talk
to
your
y'all.
shit. That's
Appreciate
right.
y'all.
Yes. Now, Cannon, you know, we always got to ask these questions because I want everybody
Yeah.
that's new, that's getting to know you, to actually get to know you. So,
Mm-hmm.
what started with you with the music from like when you grew up until now? Like, what was the inspiration behind that and the journey?
And doing music was late, but the inspiration of starting music, I had 3 older brothers. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
I was able to get the 3 generations. You know, you had the boombox generation. Like, I was able to touch it, even though I didn't understand all that. I was able to get it. But you know, the closest brother I was with, he's only 4 years older. You know what I mean? He had all the CDs and that whatnot. Even though I didn't know the bars, I didn't understand whatever. I was like, yo. And like back in like '97 when I heard the Locks, and that's who I stand by. The Locks, when I heard them, back in Money, Power, Respect, like that's what brought me to like just music as a whole, like the feeling of it. You know what I mean? Like how you know how you can portray like just the power of it. You know what I mean? That got you going. But you know, as time, you know, people that you around that was rapping, school people that you was around. I used to beatbox for people first. I wasn't even spitting. Like,
You used to beatbox?
yeah, I was used
Yo,
to.
yeah. Can you give us a little?
I can't.
Hey, babe, you putting me on the spot.
No, I did. I got some posts with the beatbox, and I was like, "Yo, I want to get back." But I'm maybe before we end out here, I'll give you the beatbox. I gotta figure out what songs I gotta do. This is a new era.
Yeah.
It's a new era. Like I don't want to be doing
but
some
beatbox
shit.
never get old, yo.
It never
Yeah.
does.
Nah, it never
It
does.
never.
Because it's amazing
It never
what people
does.
can do with their
I
voices.
mean, I did it on stage before. You know, high school. Was it a high school talent show? Like I ended off with that in 12th grade. Like everybody knew me for that. You know, I was the only one in school doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Lunch table, you know, they did the beats, but then if they needed a beat out there, like, yo, they already know who to come to and we just to do it. So, but yeah, inspiration came from, you know, first with, you know, in the fam, you know, brothers playing it around. And then, you know, gradually just been like, you know, I could do this because I love it, you know?
Amen. That's what
Yeah.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
So you've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, long time.
How does it feel that from then to now, like what is your perspective on from when you started till now?
A lot. You go through a lot when you start going through people and connections, producers, and you just learn like a lot from that time. So my perspective on music is like totally different. Now I can bring somebody up. Now I can, you know, I have the confidence to look at it. But, you know, I used to see it as first like just fun. You know what I mean? Obviously music, you know, you do it yourself. So you saw it at first as just, you know what I mean, just having fun, maybe lying in some bars, you know, just fabricating stuff, like trying to make it dope, you know what I mean, and just having fun with it like that. And then, you know, when I first got with a group in like 2012, and then we started taking serious, and like, you know, I was like the leader of the pack type, you know what I mean. And then when I started making those hooks and making whatever, I started seeing it as a different like formula, like we can orchestrate it. So as time went and experience, you know, I got more into the other side. Like now I see it, you know, as such a art, such a like, you know, expression for yourself, like you can do. And now I can help people out, not just on the track, but like in life too. Because you know how music do.
Yeah.
You know, so perspective, it went deeper than just, I say it in my bars, you know, hip hop brought me from the dark, so it's more than rap. Put me in the game, I want to, you know, I say these things because it did. You know, brought myself out of dark situations. So you see it differently in music. So, you know, I mean, definitely over time you grow, and I love it though.
You mentioned the whole group thing. Was you considering trying to do the group thing with?
What, back then?
Yeah, back then.
Well, back then, you just chilling with your,
Like I mean, like a collab, like having a whole team type. Was you considering that before you even took this serious, or?
Well, that was just like natural. That was just hanging out with everybody, and that was just like, yo, let's just do a track. Like some people, they didn't even they wasn't even rappers. They wasn't even like artists. Some people I was writing for. You know what I mean? They used to come at me like, yo, I'll fix it in the studio. I'm like, nah, say this. Nah, you don't even talk like that. Like, say that. So there was a lot where I wasn't even considering a group, but since we were all like there, and we rocked it, we tried to ride the wave with it. And then I did my solo stuff. After.
Okay.
Definitely. But,
Okay.
No, I gotta ask this question. I was introduced to you by one of my moderators for Coffee with Anonymous. Her name is Haiti.
Shout out to
Okay.
Haiti,
Shout
baby
out to
mom.
Haiti.
I just bigged her up right before
Shout
we
out
got
to
here. I
Haiti,
said,
baby mom.
B6 was like, yo, da-da-da-da. I'm glad y'all together. I said, shout out to Haiti. I said her name.
Yeah.
I knew what the connection was. That was the piece right there.
Yeah,
So shout out.
Haiti has plugged me up with
Haiti.
you.
Yeah.
And she spoke highly of you, and she said, he's an amazing artist and this and that. So I tapped into you. But the first time I tapped into you, I got to ask you, I went into your live, and then I was maybe hearing your creative process. You were playing this beat, and it was as if you were trying to get your listeners involved as to helping you add ingredients to it. So was that the case, or was I?
It just depends. Like if I'm by myself, like I'm just gonna mumble stuff or whatever. But if I'm on live, they know. Like we could tap in together. I try to get them whatever. There's sometimes that people like they'll start saying it in the chat, some bars and stuff. I thought they talking, and I'm like, I scroll back up. I'm like, wait, you got bars? I'm like, yo, bars, and they put LOL because they like tapping in because I'm trying to do that so you can get the feeling. Maybe we can orchestrate like a storyline, whatever the beat feels. So like if I'm on live, I'll definitely always tap in.
Was that something you were just tapping into at that time, or that's not your creative process?
What, like solo creative process?
Yeah, like solo creative process. That's not definitely it. You were just tapping into
on
something,
live,
right?
I'm definitely in a different mode. Like,
okay, gotcha.
But sometimes I could tap in solo while on live. You know what I mean? Like they know what it is. If they know when I'm locked in, and it's just like I don't know what's going on in the chat. The beat's playing. I don't know what gifts are sent. I don't know nothing. Like they gotta pin stuff up for me, like because I'm locked in. So sometimes or whatever. But if I see a track like Stay, you know what I mean?
Stay's a vibe.
Stay's a vibe.
We're gonna be pushing that harder. We laid on the video, but cause I was trying to actually put them in the video, but Stay was made in the room. You know what I mean? That whole track was made in the room with people having their, input on it. You know,
that's dope.
You know what they say, like, oh, we'll come back to it next day. Yo, what we saying on the track? Where we at now? I'm like, remember we took her out.
Yeah.
And I make it like that, so it made it like a dope feeling. So if it's a track like that, I could work with people, then we'll make it together. You know what I mean?
Because I remember specifically bringing up your creative process in my Coffee with Anonymous. So as soon as you walk in, I was like, yo, because I was like, wow, this is different. This is different. This is actually different, and this is cool. The way he was doing it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I mentioned it. I don't know if you I know you heard me talk about it on it one time.
Yeah, you
at least
once.
It,
you asked me.
I was like, yo, not everybody could do that though.
Not
everyone could do that, but you handled it well. And
it's a fact. I appreciate it. It's over time, over time.
Yeah.
And then you get so comfortable with music, and you just like, You know what I mean? You just want to share it out. You know, the energy that you do when you're making songs. You know,
Yeah.
and you just like sometimes
It's
like,
different. It's a whole different
Yeah,
feeling.
No, but it's actually interesting that you get to chat the team involved in it.
Yeah,
And
always.
that's fire, man. That's the first time I've actually seen some shit like that.
I
And
definitely give it to you because that's a lot.
Yeah. Nah, I be
Because you gotta multitask so many times because you gotta make sure that everybody's getting the boxes. You gotta make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Then you gotta make sure the graphics is put in place the correct way.
Yeah,
It's
they
like-
seen fails on live.
Yeah, I did too.
They seen
I was
fails
like, wait.
on live, but I laugh with it. I be like,
Yeah,
I said, well, that didn't work, or y'all wasn't supposed to see that, or
Exactly.
I just be like straight up, give me a minute. You know? Just give me a minute, and I switch
Yeah.
up the graphics with the vibe, you know, and talk. So, you know, but I enjoy it though, you know, because I tell them that I ain't nothing without them. You know what I mean? Like, and they make me excited to come in there. So shout out to y'all, everybody that's tapping in the room all the time. You know what I mean? And just seeing it. Like I said, the success is the journey. So whoever you walking with, that's what makes it dope.
I got a question. Everything starts with a root, with seeds.
Mhm.
How did music apply in your life, and where did you receive it from? How did you manage to come up to say, well, this is what I offer the world. This is my ingredients in music. So who applied that in your life? Was it family, or was it something you've discovered on your own?
Just shit that you've been through. You know what I mean? Just things you've been through. It just makes you apply, like, because you want to express. Like I was telling Bortsy earlier. You know what I mean? You just want to express it. So you can't find nothing better than music to express it.
Absolutely.
You know, so like when you by yourself, you've been through the hard times, dark times, whatever, like you just gonna use that. So like that just like, you know what I mean? When you start seeing the people separate from you, like even with family, they not even around, they're not there to help you with this, they're not there. Not just like simple things you just see over time, love, the real stuff. You know what I mean? Seeing you, whatever, and then you turn into music and it's like, you know what I mean? And you use that. So that's what made me, you know, be like, all right, I can express it in a way. Now I could put it in bars. I could put it in, you know what I mean, certain vibes, like certain songs, like On the Way and something like that. They have like a track where it's like, hey, it's catchy, but then when you listen, it's like, yo, it's sending a message. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I use that, and you know, definitely was able to tap in like that. So yeah.
All right, Kenneth, let our listeners know what you got going on, what you're working on, if you have anything upcoming.
Talking shit. Let's go.
The people that know that behind the scenes, I appreciate y'all hard work, and they get on me. BTA, they on me. They be like, yo, stop, chill. Like, you got so much on your plate and whatever, but we hungry. You know what I mean? But I got a lot of things going on. We was trying to get to a couple more shows this month, but we didn't get to it. But we got a couple of tracks going to the album, but we're gonna try. I was trying to get it to end of the year, but we got that. But we definitely got a lot of things building up on the team, like, you know, and you know, the merch, you know, starting, you know, a lot of people looking at that. So we got that. That's like, you know, taking steps. So let's grab the merch next week.
Yeah.
Start the designs. I'm designing that because, you know, I like, you know, graphic designer. So it's like, hey, bring it to me. We cut out the, you know, who we got to ask for. So it's just building up. You know,
So
your
were
own
you
empire.
able to design it and then put it on someone's platform so they can produce it, and you get like a cut off of it, or
But like, well, I could design it on programs. Like if we have ideas, I could design it, boom, and then you know, I could put it in mock drafts. Like that's what I've been working on. We could put it on clothing so we could see how it looks, and then we go from there. And then, you know, we connect with great people. You know what I mean? Connected with somebody awesome. Shout out to Miss Gina in the building. You know what I mean? If you ain't hear it, you're going to hear it now. She's awesome. And, you know, she does a lot of work with, you know, clothing. So, and, you know, we're going to bring it to that. And, you know, just have everybody just one by one get whatever they want to get.
So I got a question for me, and I'm gonna pass it to Bossy. I'm gonna give the mic to Bossy because she knows I like to hog it up sometimes. But what advice do you have to give to any recording artist that's trying to do what you're trying to do at this moment?
Any recording artist, if you don't be yourself, gang, be yourself. I seen it over the years, you know what I mean? I seen it, and I'm like, they try too much, you know, because they want to put that image out. They want to put that whatever. They want to ride the wave. They want to be like whatever. I'm like, you can, but how long is that going to last? And how do you feel when you make music? Like, that's when we talking about, like, how the music from then until now.
Yeah.
Because you start to put music, you start to put music as, like, something, like, more internal. You start to put it more like, hey, nah, you gotta feel it. You gotta, you know, be yourself and, you know, put it out based off your feeling. Like, just zone out. Speak your mind. Don't sit there and try to watch something like, yo, that beat, that sound, no. What's your sound? What's your beat? So for my people that want to start rapping or singing or whatever, don't be scared to do it. I caught a lot of y'all out there. y'all start humming. You know, you see them in the box, and then they humming, and they in the kitchen, and they humming like, hey, yo, hey, vocals, hey. And I'm like, what you doing? Oh, no, and I'm just playing around. Why? I'm like, you playing around with the wrong one. I'm like, I'm gonna hit you up. And whatever, but like, don't be scared to do it. Like, you know, you do it every day, and you just go and do it. You know, we have so much. Come on now, it's like the era we came from. Like, there's so much at the hands.
Yeah,
that you don't even have to ask nobody for nothing. Just start. Like, you can record it off the app.
Absolutely,
you can get it mastered by a click of a button.
All you gotta hear is let somebody hear it.
Let somebody hear it. I know it's a couple people that I work with, and I used to work with, like, in real jobs and stuff, and they used to have songs. I'm like, where's this music at? Where's the music at? Oh, it's not on. It's not on. I just be doing it. You have it recorded. You have bars. You have hooks. You got the vibe.
Not
on
any platform.
Not on nothing. And
you got to put yourself out there.
Yeah, they always sending me to the message. Yo, listen to the new shit. Listen to the new shit. I hear it. I know it's dope. Let everybody else hear it too.
I know that's right.
So, guys, are you starting off? Like, please, just don't stop and don't look around. Don't look around. It don't matter, because that's what's gonna make you pop off, by being somebody yourself. You know, that's what's gonna make it dope, because you're gonna be like, yo, just like when you hear, you know, certain sounds, like you hear Mariah Carey sing, you're gonna be like, that's her voice, that's her sound. You know, make it your sound and make it your own, yo.
Yeah, which
you know
I
mean?
totally agree with, because at the end of the day, people, your families, you can shout them out. RMZ
in the building. I
Yeah,
see
they
you,
all in the
Melissa.
building,
Drop
shouting
bars,
you
B6. What up?
Yes.
I see you on Anonymous.
They're shouting you out heavy right now.
Yeah. They know what it is.
I love it.
Sunshine. We hit the sunshine on them earlier. Come on. We going out there. What's good?
So, being that, you tapped into that, so how do you feel about the industry now? Because there's a lot of, it's like just to disagree to not either to agree. So it's like it's a win or lose situation.
Well, I don't
like
even listen. Well, see, I don't listen to shit. Like, I ain't gonna be honest. Yo, y'all out there grinding. Shout out, y'all. I never knock the hustle. Whatever you doing,
yeah,
you know what I mean. Do it.
How do you feel about labels? Because
I don't even.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I had someone hit me up, claiming to be from Atlantic Records. I called him, and we talked, and he wants to sign me to the label. But to me, I think that's weird, because if you think about it, do labels really call you?
No, I had some people hit me up.
Yeah, it was just some weird shit. And if it is a real label, then I wish it was done a little more professionally, because I don't know how they got my number. So unless someone recommended to me, it was
number or DM.
They called me. They literally text me talking about
Oh, hell
Atlantic
nah.
Records.
Boy, see if you don't
Call
block
me.
that shit. Block that shit.
I'm making sure I talk to some of my people to investigate that, because one thing you're not gonna do is try to play me, because I'm into distribution. If you can offer me a deal with that, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to sign me to your label, I don't want that. I'm an independent artist.
That's what I'm saying.
He
didn't even send you like a beat or something like just to be like, hey, I got somebody to work with. It was
schedule an appointment?
Sign?
Yeah, it was like out making an appointment. I thought you were supposed to do meetings. Like it was just really skeptical. And I told my homeboy, I was like, yo, can you check this shit out, because I don't want people be doing too much on social media, and it's it's an honor if they really are interested in me.
Yeah.
But we gotta talk some business.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna talk that over the phone shit. Do you want to be signed to a label? I have my own label. So,
like, do you want to work with me? Like,
yeah, we can make a distribution deal, but you not taking over everything of my shit. Sorry.
That's a fact. But nah, what I feel like, I don't even, like I just said, nah, I'm just like, from that era, like where you wanted to be signed. And you used to be out there and like doing the CDs.
Heavy, the demos.
Like, and then like if you got signed, you was like, yo,
it was exciting. Now it's like,
it's like something up with it.
Am I signing with God or the devil? Because what y'all got in store for me if I sign? Because I don't want to sign something and then y'all just take over my shit and I don't see it. Fact. And then you giving me money, free money. It's supposed to be free money, but it's not really free money, because you got to hold that back, because you got to think about it. You got to think about sales that go with your music, the marketing, all that shit. It has to come with that money. That money goes into that.
That's
it doesn't. It's not something for me to go to fucking Macy's or shit. Let's go shopping and shopping. It's none of that. It's pretty much money for my stuff, which is the studio time, the sales and marketing, promotions, stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Conversations like that, I like to make appointments. Let's meet up. Let's have a conversation.
Face to face,
I don't do that over the phone shit, because I don't know if the police is, it's some weird shit. I don't got time for that.
You don't know.
Exactly. It's some weird stuff. I'm having investigations with that, because if it's really legit, then we could have a conversation. But otherwise, I appreciate the flattery. Thank you for listening to my music. While he was listening to my music and shit, I was like,
I'll be like, all right, what song? What song?
Word,
and then if they say, like, sing the hook, like, I don't know, like, give them something. Like,
yeah, because I just don't want to dip into something that I know nothing of. And listen, just because I look like I make it easy, it's not easy. I got to get up every day to, Cannon can tell you, I'm always up. I'm always up. And people are like, well, you don't sleep. Well, my mind's always going.
I got the same disease.
I can't help that.
They get on me.
Yeah, I can't help it.
I'm like, I can't.
I can't help my ideas be going crazy, so I have to put them in action. That's the problem. I cannot sit there and just keep thinking. No, it has to be in action. So if you see me sharing shit and stuff like that, it's because I'm marketing stuff.
Right.
I'm not only helping myself, I'm helping people out as well. So it goes all the way around. It's not just about me. It's about my platform. Because the platform that you're on now, Voices of an Artist, is part of that. It's part of the networking and marketing. It's a lot of shit that I do, and it's not easy. Trust me. I make it look easy because I love what I do. Yeah. If you don't love what you do, you should not be doing it. I'm sorry.
Not. That just goes into what we were saying, and like with the artists and what they're doing. I'm like, yo, you're not loving it. Like, well, it's just like I can't, me in my position, like, because I've been doing it for a while, like, I won't accept that. I can know when you're doing it out of love and out of just like, I'm going to put it out because my man said this and third, and we just made some shit. I'm like, I'll respectfully cut off conversation. I'll just be like, all right, just let me know, all right, well, do this, do that. I'll give you some homework.
Exactly.
You mess with an OG, gang. Like, I ain't nobody fresh up to, like.
That's what I mean.
If you ain't got that love in it, like, yo, it takes, we put time and energy, and like, sometimes we can make a whole track and not feel it. Because we're like, nah, you gotta love that. Like, it's just a certain feeling. You can't explain it. You just gotta go through it. It's one of
Yeah,
those.
that's what I'm saying. And it's just, everything is easy now in the industry where the marketing is easy to do because you got everything online. How do you feel about that? Because back then it was different. It was
Yeah.
going to corners, selling your CD, like we was talking about
Yeah.
before. It was the extra shit that we had to work hard for.
Yeah.
But now they just made it with a click of the button. But then
Click
you
of
don't know where the shit goes to either. So
Yeah.
it's like
I like it because of the fast production. Like you could think of something at your crib and like you could put it out, and you could think of something and you record it. But then it's like when you used to do it back days because you like it's different when you was out there like
Yeah.
really putting it out. You felt like you just felt like it more authentic.
Authentic.
Yeah,
It's
authentic
more
about it,
authentic,
and then
yeah.
you like. Really handing it to somebody and being like, yo, I worked hard on this. Like, yo, check this CD out because you burnt the CD. You had, you wrote,
I don't know
you
about
wrote,
that.
yeah,
no. The burning the CDs was hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. We had to
Tight.
put in. Oh, it was.
But I feel I'm glad it's like that. But then like I said, it takes away from so much sometimes because like. Everybody's just gonna be like, I could do it. Yeah, I made one, but then it's like you can't knock the hustle because then it'll be like a TikTok hit.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yo, what is he saying?
But
so it's
sometimes-
like goes like back and forth. It's like
And that's
I'm
another
glad
thing.
you got the bag,
The
but it's just
TikTok
like
kick is good. It's good to
Yeah.
have a TikTok kick, but it goes on for so long.
Yeah.
And when you have the hit on TikTok, it's like, okay, where does it go from there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be consistent
Yeah.
in the hits.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
as soon as you have a hit, then you have to be coming back with
With
another
the-
hit that's better than that hit.
thing
That
is-
and the marketing part. The marketing part with your hit. Like if your single came out and that shit's like on and popping, everybody's feeling it. Now it's like to market it
Yeah.
constantly.
What I tell when I used because when I started the TikTok in 23, like I started, I was trying to get RMZ to be, artist development and all that stuff. So I was giving out that service to be like, yo, if you want to, whatever. Because the one thing I was teaching is, if you gonna put out a hit, okay, but why didn't you have all that stuff? You have some other stuff in the bag, before, like when that hit, like
Right?
I know that's right.
you got the
You
hit,
gotta have
but then
some
you gonna
other
be
shit in the
oh, let
bag,
me
huh?
start something new. Why are you starting new? That just like I'm like, all right, you got that hit, but now you're gonna rush it because like you're like, oh, let me make another hot hit. But it's
Yeah.
like, nah, if you have some shit in the bag, so if that don't hit, you got another thing to throw out. And if
Yeah.
you catch the wave, you be like, you know what, this song everybody was fucking with, so let me pull out that one, whatever second third. Like I was trying, that was one thing I taught, the people that was
Yeah.
trying to start off and write.
Okay.
Like have something big. Like I learned that
Yeah.
from performing too. Like you know what I mean. My man's put me on a spot mad times. Like yo, acapella. Like we trying to win contests and shit. And like he be like yo Ken, because they knew I had mad stuff in the bag, like freestyles or whatever. And they
Yeah.
be like yo. Acapella, because they heard the other groups doing acapella, so they were like they were trying to win. It was like yo, and as soon as the beat dropped, yo, Cannon, why don't you spit something right on lot, like on the stage? We didn't talk about it enough. I'm like in my head, I'm like yo, I'm this nigga out, bro. When I get out of this, I'm like, but in my head, but I'm on stage, so I'm like, what am I gonna do? I just start spitting this something that I got.
Yeah.
It's just being ready, and you don't ever know, so just be ready.
Yeah,
I
and-
always taught that.
Yeah, now they got this AI thing now. I'm very AI is fine for certain things, but when it comes to like the music thing,
Yeah.
like the authentic wise, they're not authentic. And I
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know what's your opinion, I feel like that they take away from the art.
Exactly.
And now they got this thing where they just want art. they
People are
want,
writing songs.
Yes.
with AI.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
it-
can't even.
But if you think about it technically, we're the ones feeding AI with information.
Yes, that's if you type the shit in and you know what I'm saying, that's different. But at the same time, it's like you write a song and the person that's a computer is singing it. That's not being authentic. It's like, what about concerts? What if the person wants to see them in concert? You gonna put out a robot,
Fuck,
some
you
Terminator
fuck,
shit?
yeah, you fuck.
Nobody want to see a robot.
You
Because what if it
fuck.
rains? They're gonna rust up and shit. Like they don't think
messed
these
up.
things.
Yo, you tripping.
I like
You
authentic. I
messed
like
up.
the art, the meaning of art and the
That's a fact.
creativity and the music is so important.
Yeah.
And when you take that, there's no music.
It's not.
There's nothing.
It's not.
There's no point.
You know, you can tell when it is and when it ain't. Like we were saying, you can tell.
And how
when
you
it
feel
is.
about that though?
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like I like the creativity. I always never take away from creativity, and like you still gotta think of something or whatever. But it's like, okay, that was dope, but I know it wasn't you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like it was
It's
hot.
like, damn.
Like it sounded good, but it wasn't you. Like you know what I mean? And I was like, I couldn't work with nobody that embraced that and be like, yeah, I'm lit right now. I'm like, you're not lit. You know what I mean? Like
The machine is.
like, you're not lit. And because you're definitely just typing in. You can switch your voice. You can ask how to construct a song. That you don't even got to put time into it. Like, you can ask.
It's a lot more
anything.
effortless.
You can ask anything, like how to construct a song. When should I say this? You can ask them that. When should you say? Now that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like you don't have
You
your
don't even know
own mind.
when to say. You don't.
You don't have your own mind, the control.
Artificial intelligence. You're not yourself.
Yeah.
But I do like, the graphic work is AI engineering.
Well, yeah.
And you can, obviously you can sell like that, but music wise, I'm not.
I love, I love using
I came
AI.
from a different era, like, bro. You ain't gonna change that.
Yeah, I know that's it. But I like
change
using
that.
AI with
Right.
music videos. With music videos,
it's fun with that. Yes,
it's sort of a thing of mine. I love to use AI doing music videos to
Yeah.
certain shit I like, or to my videos,
Yeah.
or to my just music videos specifically for my music, my content.
Yeah, because it's like whatever you think of, like, you could just do. like,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you
Which
want
is
Exactly.
fun. It's fun to do
It's
that,
fun.
to see the creativity after
That's
that.
why I
But when
said
it
the
comes
creativity.
to the authentic writing and actually being the artist who sing that is important. It's definitely important with that. And I just hope and pray that does not take it to the point where it just puts that shit to the side
Yeah.
and forget. Because people are already forgetting the real authentic music because they're putting shit together and it's like, bruh,
People
can you
just
be
forget-
original?
People just forgetting themselves, period.
Yeah,
Like,
they get
it just-
lost
it
in the
just-
fame. They get lost in the cloud. They get lost in the trends. They get lost. If you're going to start a career,
Mm-hmm.
please be original. Be yourself.
That's it.
Don't let nobody change you, even if the
got
cloud
a question.
is.
I got a question to ask him while he's on the TikTok platform. So,
TikTok platform.
yo, so
Where we grinding at.
what is your opinion on this Group 7 shit?
I never even tapped into it. Like, I'm like,
Exactly.
I seen it, and I seen some people I seen change their name into it.
Yeah,
and
yo.
hashtag.
I'm like, because
I'm like-
they really believe that it's gonna make a difference.
It
It's
really
not.
is
It's always gonna
not.
come down to your work. Like, you gonna show up or not. Like, you could put anything with your name. Jordan could be on the same team as Kobe and everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you ain't putting that work in, like, yourself
Exactly.
on your live. It's like, that don't mean nothing.
Yo,
You think you
can
gonna
I get a
these
round of
followers.
applause for that, Rick? Yeah, because
Yes.
those are 100% facts, yo.
That's why we
Yes.
stay.
And say it again, you got to just stay true to your what? Your work.
That's
Yes.
it.
Your
We
content.
stay in those doors, RMZ. We stay in those doors, and like, we don't care about. We accept anybody that comes in, but you with that bullshit, you either table or the menu. You better choose your
Yes,
side.
and that's
You
what they
better
said.
choose your side.
They said that in the live too. They
They
said
did?
they were like either the table or the menu.
Come on, gang. That's going on a
Oh, man.
sleeve. That's
That
it.
should
That's
be
the
a
motto.
T-shirt.
That
and
is. That's
everything,
coming
yo.
on the sleeve. You either eat
Shit.
with us or you the motherfucking dish.
That's
Melissa,
right.
tell him.
Yes.
Dream, tell him what's up. Table,
They
and
said
then you
serious
make
about
if you
it.
make that your mindset, like with everything, and just make it like, yo, you either that or that. Like, you know, it ain't no in between. We ain't got to worry about Group 7. We just be our
Exactly.
I
own.
know that's right. Yo, yeah,
Yeah.
that should be
Come
making me
on.
laugh. I
we
be
just
laughing
be our
at that
own
shit.
thing.
Yeah, I be getting irritated.
There's
though.
people that I personally known that
Yeah.
that changed their whole profile name and changed it to that Group 7
No,
shit.
to each his own. But I
I don't know who started it. I don't
No.
know.
So
who
I'm not
nothing.
saying that it's wrong.
I
man.
know,
I'm just
no,
saying
I
that-
know. Me too. It's
It's-
to each his own because if we don't agree with it, it is what it is. But at the same time, if you gotta be realistic
Yeah.
about things, take hands when it comes to platforms like these. People can create the trends, it goes viral. Algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Comes right back to them.
Yeah.
Then they create other things, such as the songs, the music, artists come on there, do our thing on algorithm. It's a whole algorithm issue.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So they thinking that that's gonna help, and I feel like that's a distraction from what is real when it comes to
It
the
is.
music.
It actually
Yeah.
is.
Like it's not the reality of what should be on the platform.
I'm
They
not
try
gonna
to-
lie to you.
you know?
In my opinion, ever since TikTok started offering promotion,
Yeah,
then right there told me that the whole system is manipulated.
yeah, because you're not even. Are you really getting the authentic
Exactly. Because
views?
people can be paying for views.
Yeah.
You feel
If
me?
you're getting, are you really getting the authentic views? Are you really getting authentic comments? Are they real?
What you
Are
got to
they
say about that,
robots?
Nick? I can't. I called him Nick.
Yo, you gotta get
Yo,
it.
that's
He
the
gonna get
second
it.
time. That's the second time.
He
I
like-
corrected
Yo.
it. I said Cannon. I said Cannon.
The first, I
see
think
what I'm saying?
no, because like, what is it like way back?
He gonna
way
get.
back.
He gonna get you.
Listen, like way back, I said, oh my gosh, if I could think of this bar. Way back when when Wild and Out, when Nick Cannon was Nick Cannon.
Yo,
I
he
said,
keep calling
I
him
said,
with Nick Cannon, y'all.
don't miss the. I say it in a song. What
I mean,
freestyle I
it's a
said?
good thing.
Don't get
he
me
is
mixed.
good.
Yo, I
It's a
say
good
this.
thing.
No, I said this.
Wildin'
I
Out.
found it.
So you got a bar? You got a bar regarding to that?
Way back. I'll show you the freestyle. It says it's on Reverb Nation, but it said, "Don't get me mixed with character, Mr. Nicholas. The flow ridiculous. All bars prison sent." Yeah, I said that like 10 years ago because people. I was like, "Don't get me mixed with character."
And there
Mr.
goes the
Nicholas."
resurfacing
And
now
then
because
here to goes this guy. 2 times, 24 hours. He's on his
my
way out 3 times. Then we're gonna have to talk for real. Nick Cannon.
But it goes with Cannon. It goes with Cannon. My bad, yo.
No, you good because people do be like Nick Cannon. No, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
but I still spell it
Nah,
different.
but you
and
are
it's
your
like,
own different.
Yeah, that's funny though.
For artists, so and I apologize for saying that twice.
Yeah.
It just goes
You
good
got
with
one
Cannon.
more
He
time.
said I got one more time, y'all.
24 hours, 2 times.
Ooh, and see, that's how real it is.
He's still my
That shit
man.
dropped.
He's
It
still
was
my
like,
man.
no.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like, no.
He's still my man,
Absolutely.
so That's funny.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't even know what the question was. Like that was funny because you said you started. I don't even know.
Oh boy.
even know.
The questions. We lost the questions here.
So how do you well, I think we test that already on group 7 shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just something. I don't bother. I don't even watch the weather. I don't watch the news. Like I don't watch none of that. You know what I mean? So it's like group
So how
7
do
is
you-
just like they can use it
So
as networking. Like
You
if
don't
you
watch
use
the
it
weather?
proper. Hell no.
so what would
But
be
how the
a
hell
regular
you know
day
it's
for
gonna be
Canon
nice
music?
outside?
What
Just
would be a regular day?
Walk outside. Do I need a hoodie or not?
If you're not tapping into TikTok, if you're not tapping into
don't
music, if you're not tapping into work, what is Canon music's regular day like?
Yeah.
Well,
Apart
lately-
from a social
yeah.
media, apart from music, apart from work.
Apart from all that, there's a lot of life stuff getting together. You know what I mean? A lot of, at this time I took a lot of time out of, just even spending time with my sons. Like the summer wasn't even no summer. I ain't go to no beach.
You have sons.
Yeah, I got 2 sons. I was gonna bring, like I said, I was gonna bring my oldest here today, 15, 13. Shout out
Okay.
to Dante, Lennox.
Oh,
He
he's
showed
a
me-
dad,
he's-
y'all. Can we get a
Yeah.
get a round of applause?
Father,
Thank
not a
you.
baby daddy, a father. Get it
Father.
correct.
That's
He's a real
right.
father.
Yes, that's right.
I'm there.
Talk
I'm
your
there.
shit.
I'm there.
I think Bossy
So-
ate your peanut butter crackers. She ain't got no more.
I'm sorry.
There was about 3 of them. Nah, that was you, gang.
Yeah, exactly.
Because me and Bossy was
I
talking
ate
the whole
2.
time, but I didn't see her eating up. Nah.
I just took
And he probably took one on the go. That
I had 2. I'm not. You better get you
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
gonna
them.
give me one of
Yeah,
these.
you better.
Give me one of these before just so it's secured on the way home. I got a long ride home.
You gotta not with him around. You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta. too, because you'll take that shit.
Anything with some peanut
peppermint,
butter,
too,
I'm
right?
tapping into.
Just the peppermint. They know.
Yeah. let me
Anything
get
with some
that
peanut
too,
butter, I'm
but-
tapping into. I love
But
peanut
yeah,
butter.
that's really dope. That's your
Yeah.
father
But-
and the timing with the
Yeah,
dad.
it's just a lot of stuff I'm touching in on, lifestyle just to fix. You know what I mean? So the daily is like a lot of, you trying to just get your pieces together. Sometimes it falls apart, and like what we say, life is be lifing. Basically that's all it is. So but regular day's not too scheduled. It's kind of like different every day. But I've tried to make it productive. I got some good people that work with me behind the scenes because,
Shout out to
sometimes,
them.
yeah. Because it's like you just have a lot of things in your head. You know what I mean? And it's just like, all right, hold up. You got to do that. You got to get that, but just get this. So that's where I'm at now. So y'all know who y'all are, man. I appreciate y'all for real.
Absolutely.
shout
Like
out
y'all
to
go
them.
beside. We don't even talk music. We don't even talk TikTok. Like you said, beyond that, it's just like your mental, what you doing in a day. Like let's get this shit
Yeah.
done. So
Yes.
Yeah, being that all
it's
that,
not
like,
too. Yeah.
how are you feeling with all that? Because it does take a lot. You explained that, like it does take a lot of time and a lot of. How do you feel about doing that? Because mentally, it can be overwhelming. Do you feel like it could be overwhelming for you?
Yeah, of course. It's just you just got to deal with. You got to learn to deal with it. You got to take it with it. If you want it. You want to be a certain position, and what I'm trying to do in building, empire and lead a team to success and just high quality and just being real, on and off the app, and just being whatever you want to take that. I take pride in that, so I know it comes with, a lot of time taken, individuals or learning different energies and and be like, okay, you know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? And putting it together, it does take a lot. But at the same time, like I know it is. I just take it on the chin and I'm like, all right, bet it's gonna be like this and I'm gonna learn from it. That's why my favorite group is the Locks, is live off experience.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna gain how to control it just by doing it. So I know it's gonna be less on the mental as I'm going. So right now I'm just in that stage of just trying to, be that, starting entrepreneur.
So when you feel like that point where like you ever get writer's block and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and when you get to that point, how do you handle that in general? Because some artists handle it differently.
Yeah.
Like, what is your process like? What's your tactics? So a lot of people out there that are actually going to do this, they know different methods.
Yeah, right. Well, writer blocks can hit you crazy, and you get frustrated because when you when you writing songs and y'all know and like you want it, you hear the beat over and over and over again, like you want this to be something and it's not there, and you're like, all right, this and third. Be like, sometimes you can switch off to a different beat, give your ears a break. You know what I mean? Like if you're hearing the beat too much, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that energy is not there, but that beat is there.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself, whatever. Switch it to the different beat. Now give you, slow it
greater
down.
perspective,
If it's
yeah.
too whatever, sometimes your brain can click like that and just switch over.
Yeah.
If you can't do either, definitely got to that just means just take a break for a second. That just means like, do something like play the video game, distract yourself with something funny or something whatever, and then eventually it's just gonna click naturally. It's just gonna, if you're a real writer and you're a real artist, you're gonna just come back. Don't overstress yourself and be like whatever, because then what? Then that brings away from that real shit. Then you're just throwing something out and you just whatever, just because you want to get it done because you love the beat. Like no, just give yourself time. It's gonna come back if you're a real artist. And you love it, like what we talking about, when you really love it, that's what it's gonna pertain to. It's gonna
show in your
writer
work.
box is gonna get fixed with that. It sucks though. It gets frustrating because you want it.
Like to have
Yeah,
it right then and
it
there,
sucks,
and then
but
it's
you
like,
get it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. Sometimes you can make a whole verse with a hook,
Yeah.
and then erase that. Or just keep it right there, and you're like, yo, I remember I started this, whatever. And then sometimes you can't connect it.
Yeah.
So you just got to erase it. But it's all good. You just find something else, give your ears a different tune and, and see if something else clicks.
You ever had a time where
you picked the beat out, but you probably wrote in a verse, but then that was it because it's lost its energy, or you lost the energy for it.
What do you mean? Oh, without putting it out?
Like say if you tapped into a beat where you started writing to, but then you lost it.
Well, like so, if you started writing to it and then you lost the energy off
Yeah,
of it,
or
Yeah.
like that. That's when the block became. Or
yeah, like you could definitely write something, and then that's why I always push. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you could write it and then just not feel for it. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm answering it, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you get to that point, and you're just like, all right, this is not how I wanted it to be. But I
Yeah.
wrote it already, and then like it's
like,
there, but it's not there.
Yeah.
And this and the third.
So what do you do?
Sometimes
in
you could take those verses though, and you could continue it, and you could find another beat.
Yeah,
Now
right?
you find another beat.
So
Now
it's a
all
whole
you have to do is
different-
just cut off like a couple of words here,
Yeah.
or maybe slow it down, or maybe if you sped it up. You know what I mean? And it sound better. So you can
Yeah.
always try to don't throw it away because it could be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, all right, let me see if this tempo worked with that. And
Yeah.
sometimes I got freestyles that I had freestyles and turned them into songs. Sometimes it was songs that I wrote for one, recorded it, but then I heard another beat. I'm like, nah, this just sounds better with this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And so you don't ever feel like writer's block or something. You don't have to stop.
Yeah.
You can always just change it into something.
Else,
Give it a
yeah.
shot. Just play with it. Because,
Yeah.
when you work your mind, you just sit there by yourself. Make sure you by yourself. Don't
Yeah, that's
don't
so
always have a
many-
crowd with it.
Yeah.
Because then you could really lock in.
In my creative process, I never have a crowd. I'm always by myself at
I
work,
see
working
Kiki.
my lonely.
What up, Kiki?
Oh, see that?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it. What up, Twin? What up,
You
Twin?
got some good eyes
Shout-
because I can't see
Nah,
that
I
color.
seen her. We share
Yeah.
the same birthday. we share the same birthday. But she's an awesome individual. She helps out, therapeutic, and is in her name. She helps out with people mental
That's
on,
what's
on
up.
the platform. So
Shout out to Kiki, yo. Shout out to Kiki.
Yeah, in the building. You got a puzzle piece, my guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Make
That
sure-
puzzle piece.
Oh, can you get that? Because my eyes ain't
I got
what it
you.
used to be.
There's sometimes you get a puzzle piece for inactivity. You be like, yo, I was on live for 9 hours. Like, what you mean inactivity? Like,
I always ask this question because it's important to get the insight of
Yeah.
people's perspective, it doesn't matter whether it's musically or non-musically. How, if you can change anything about the industry, what would it be?
if I could change something,
Yes.
I haven't even thought about changing it because it's like, I'm just so much in my lane. Like, I just don't even.
Like something you would say needs to be improved more better because we already know how the industry is now.
Yeah.
But, how do
It
you...
always goes about that authentic stuff. Like, I just want people to be like, listen, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's where we came from. And it's just like, yo, everybody knows how music changed, and how we felt. And every time I play, like, the throwbacks in the live and stuff like that, we always just, as we're listening to, be like, you remember the backyard parties and da-da-da, because it just, because the music, whatever, and it's like, whatever. So to change it, won't be able to probably change it, you know what I mean? But, to help it, you just, you try to just tell people the basics. That's why I made that song, The Basics and whatever. Sometimes it's just the basics, and you can get back to that and you can root it. So if I could change anything, it would just, try to just let them listen to, it's always good to listen to the past, and what's before. And if I could
What's
change,
now,
like,
yeah.
how you feel about it, not just the beat, like what it is, like, yo, do you know, like, the history of da-da-da, because you can get a different feel of it.
Yeah.
If we could change, like, the information, like, these kids or something had on it,
Yeah.
and really know what music came from or where it started, or people before you, because they don't. It's just like father figures and all that. Like, that's why they lost. And I feel bad because they don't have that leadership in the household
Yeah.
to tell them, because what
What
they've
to
been through.
help them.
So to change
Yeah.
the industry, it's like that. It's like if they had that history,
That
or if they had
support,
somebody,
everything.
if they had somebody that did music before and they really put it in them, like, They
Yeah.
will definitely make different stuff, and the industry
Yeah.
could make it feel different. But you
Yeah.
can't. You're not gonna be able to change it. It's
Yeah,
just gonna
because if you notice, like the music now today is, I feel like they all sound the same.
I don't listen to shit, bro. You can't.
But then
ask me
nowadays,
nothing.
if you do take a listen,
Yeah.
you can tell the difference between then and now because the authenticness in the music, it's not the same, because at the same time you could just say, oh well, I went to the bathroom and it's a fucking hit.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like songs that people make ridiculous and it's a hit.
Yeah.
Talk
It's a
about I
hit.
ate a bowl of cereal.
I've been seeing a lot of them. I'm not gonna.
A bowl of cereal and
troll
I'm
them,
like,
but I've been seeing
Anything.
a lot of that shit.
and it's a hit.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, be for real. Like, where's
And
the
it's like
authenticity?
that's
Like,
why I
where
come
is
back
it?
to I'm not gonna hustle. Like
Yeah.
I hear all these pioneers in hip hop when he talking about the young rappers. But hey, you know what I mean? Like, I know where I came from, but I'm not knocking this young boy. He got his own style, and that's what it is now. And it's that third. But if you want to ask a question like that and
Yeah.
talk about it,
Yeah.
okay. No, that's not really what I want. You want to see it and want to be there, but it's there. You know what I mean? And some
Yeah.
shit be rocking. Like, I'll be playing some shit, like some female rapper be coming off, like, me talking about these female rappers.
Yeah,
oh my God.
it's
So
shout out
I
to
ain't
all
want to
of
get
them.
in. Yeah, shout out. They get in
They're
the
doing their
bag.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. They doing their thing, but
Yeah,
you know,
but it's sounding the same, like the next person talking about the same shit over and over again. It gets kind of boring.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's just structure.
all right,
yeah.
we already know how that other person's ass look like.
Yeah.
Why are you saying the
Some
same
shit
thing?
be catchy. Like, that's why I tell when I
You
rock out
know?
with them in the room, and I be like, yo, I don't know why I'm rocking to this. I'm like, I know it's there, but I'll never put it in my playlist. And I just be like, whatever, because, obviously it'll be catchy. Like, some
Yeah.
shit will be fire, fire.
shit.
Some shit will be
That's how
fire.
true it is.
And I'm not trying to sound like some old man, even though they try to call me old sometimes. But
That's
I won't
how
try.
true
I
it
would never
is.
knock a hustle or never sound like, I won't listen to it. It's not there. But
Yeah.
everybody has a preference with music.
Hey,
And
Cannon, we only got a couple more minutes
Yeah.
left for the show,
Yeah,
but
so-
take this time to like I said, just let everybody know what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and what you're looking for. As far as your audience and your listeners and our listeners as well.
Yes.
what we not trying to do. Now, I told somebody stop. I told somebody on sport. I said, don't stop saying try.
Okay.
You're doing it already. So I almost caught myself and saying, we're trying to. No.
Well, that's good.
I almost caught myself saying that, but what we doing, you know what I mean? It's just building. I'm working on just this empire. Just feels great right now, where it's gonna hit all areas. So I'm working on a lot of things besides music. You know what I mean? Helping out communities. You know what I mean? Doing stuff for mines. Like, I'm trying to do something this Thanksgiving. But the LLC, the business is just trying to spread out, and whatever we got to do, like we can, create events where it changes atmosphere and, helps people out with just, straight love. So it was like, besides music, we working on all those areas, because I see a lot of people potential in the group. And off that, so I'm like, you know what, we can work on it. Let's just keep going. Like, you know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's cook. So like, I'm thinking like, we're going to create events, and then I got me a cook, and got me whatever. So like me, I'm just trying to be that self, that engine, and work hard and be that engine. So this way, when we ready to disperse out there and whatever. But besides that, definitely we getting on this music. We're working on the album. We got 2 songs done off of it. We don't got no name for the album. We don't got none of that yet, but working on that.
But it's all in
the
the
merch.
works.
Yeah, the merch is coming next week. You know what I mean? Not as a bundle. Order as you want. You know what I mean, and shit like that. And see how it catches. Other than that, you just try to end the year right. Try to end the year. Everybody had a rough year. I know I
Facts.
had a rough year.
Facts.
Like rough year. Last 2 years. So we just trying to build what we can build, and I'm just trying to be that person and be like, yo, come to me for whatever, let's talk off and on, because I've been there, and I'm just trying to be that, and for the end of the year and finish out, get a couple shows done, A couple of movements done and something like that, and just let's have a good time while we here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
hey,
Facts,
you can always remember. You could always vibe out with us. We could help with that as
Yeah.
well if you ever need an extra, extra
That's
to
what's
help
up.
you. Because we're trying to look into stuff like that. I really want to get into the community. I want to start doing like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving stuff for the homeless and stuff. I want to get into the
Facts.
soup kitchen. I want to do stuff like that. Mental health too. A lot of stuff. Like shout out to the guy that I met
Mm-hmm.
on Monday. I actually got in tune with two social workers that they're in the healthcare department. So that's
Okay.
actually perfect because he actually reaches out for healthcare for people that
That's
need
dope.
it, the extra help to feel
Yeah.
comfortable and stuff like that. So I'm gonna definitely be working with him. I'm definitely gonna be working with them. It's two people. So shout out to them. I'm going to be working with the healthcare department.
Yeah.
So if we need to, stop. He's such a child right now. I'm trying to get that in for sectors. So if we do something big like that, he could get included. And it'd be dope to give people that need healthcare information. He's the source. Even if they're not even living in the same state,
That's dope.
he's willing to help as well. So I'm trying to get that done, especially,
That's what's up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be really
Sound
dope. I can't wait. And it's like I said, anything you need in terms of support with that,
Yeah.
just let us know because we
That's
can
fire.
get venues and stuff like that to
Come
see
on
what's
now.
up. Let's bring it together. And I'm pretty sure TikTokers that we know, the family, they're willing
Yeah.
to come in and the
Yeah.
real ones. I'm saying the real ones out because not everybody real. I talk about it because that's how I am.
Yeah.
Not everybody
yeah.
real. We are not. Yeah, right? We don't do no fake shit. We about a real
None.
deal.
Always.
And the fact that you're doing that and we all can come together as a community in TikTok too to show people that we all met from here, but we doing it. You feel what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
doing it,
We're
definitely.
doing it. That's support
Not
system.
trying.
We
we're
fucking
doing
making
it.
moves.
Yes.
That's what.
Yes,
Can I get a
sir.
round of
Doing it.
applause, yo?
Let me get
We
those in the
making
chat.
moves, yo. We
Y'all know what
making
it is.
moves,
Make
yo.
them noise in the chat.
Catch up.
Yeah. One of those. Those goes heavy in the room.
Yes,
You can't even
yes.
talk. Them things get hit. Them things get hit. We
Especially
don't
my
care.
favorite one, the heart.
Yeah, what's that say? Get that ass over here.
Get that-
Wait, bring
get
that
your
fat ass over here.
Yeah.
Type shit.
That's
I
my
remember.
favorite.
Nah, that night when we created that.
Yo, that
was
shit
weak.
was fucking funny.
That was funny. That's just locked in. There's a lot of people with that favorite now.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's
That's
Ink's
definitely my
favorite. Yeah, I see. Look, Spam G right there. Brr,
Yeah,
brr, brr. What up, Spam to the motherfucking G? Dream, I see you. I appreciate you always working hard, Dream. I appreciate you. My
Dream. Shout out to Dream, yo.
Yes,
She's one of
Let
your
me get her on.
moderators.
Let me get her on for the Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. She worked
Shout out
hard.
to Dream. She's a
Yes.
moderator of yours
And-
and as mine.
And
Come
mine
on now.
too.
She's your moderator too? Oh my God. Well, she got a moderating going
Come
on,
on.
Yeah.
goddammit.
I don't know how you see the chat, like it's just spanned. It's just
Yeah,
like, I don't
she
know.
been doing her thing though. She
Sometime-
really doing her
Sometimes
thing.
I'll be like, "You alright?" I'm like, "Chill," and she's like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "How are you answering this one and talking to that?" I'm like, "Yo, chill." I'm
She
not
said
even
she don't
doing.
need no sleep. She good.
Yeah,
exactly.
she's loyal. She got a big heart. You know,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
shout out to the West Coast, LA, and the
Hey,
building.
Yes,
shout
she is in
out,
California.
Shout out,
Yeah.
Shout
tell
out to
them
the
where they
West
can
Side.
follow- Yes.
West Side.
Still be on time.
So shout out to where
With
where
the
they
red
can
hair
follow
and bubble
you.
gum. Red hair and bubble gum.
Tell them where you
Dream,
can follow
dream.
you. Tell them where you can follow you at because we're about to wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yes,
It's been a
yes.
pleasure.
Like I said, that, I know what to get you
Motherfucker
for
took a bunch
Christmas.
of-
I got you.
No, we
No,
just
no,
left the
she
shit
just-
home. We just left the shit home. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Oh
we-
yeah,
we
you had
was
a long
rushing
day.
to you.
Yeah,
We
you had
was
the
rushing
cap
to you.
and gown is laying on the side. You had a long day.
Yeah.
It came with you. It came with you. Cannon Music, all platforms, gang. KANNON, not the Nick. You heard? KANN.
Not the Nick, y'all. Not the Nick.
With a K, you know what I mean?
Canon Music.
MUZIK, one word. You know what I mean? We got the YouTube Royalty Moves. MOVEZ. I know I'm a little different, but we gotta be different. We can't spin, we gotta be different. So Royalty Moves, MOVEZ. ENT Entertainment. That's a platform we're gonna start doing all those community things on. YouTube is going. That's our next thing. Press that red button on it, and
I can't wait. I'm excited for you guys.
A lot of content coming up, and and find me on the TikTok. Canon_music. That's where home base is at.
Yes.
We live every day. You probably gonna catch me if you wake up in the middle of the night. You probably gonna catch me when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
You probably gonna catch me.
I've been seeing your ass live all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Like, is Cannon on? Yeah, he is. Let's go that way.
Let's go that way. The morning, it just turns. You just want to catch the wave. So I know I be missing a lot of people's lives, but they understand the grind, and you have to be that.
We don't
You have to be consistent.
But they know the heart. They know I'm always gonna spin the block.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
yes,
shout out
he
to everybody.
definitely does.
And I'm gonna
shout out to y'all.
You already know what we say. We're gonna ride till the wheels fall off, and even when they fall off, we're gonna pick up the spare tire.
And stay tuned. The Anonymous got a song with Canon Music coming out real soon. Y'all.
Right. Whole lot of you. Boss gonna get in some type of mix. We already know.
We ready to talk. We got some music coming in.
We already on it.
That's
It's in the works.
That shit gonna be natural and fire. You don't even gotta plan it. We just gotta be in a studio for one day. I guarantee.
Absolutely.
So we about to wrap it up. But it's the holiday season. So happy Thanksgiving to those
Happy Thanksgiving.
who's gonna do it out there. Always understand you are a family. Even if you feel alone, just know happy Thanksgiving to you. Yeah. We love you. Be amazing. Always smile. Don't forget who you are as a person. Don't ever think that you by yourself. We here. So happy Thanksgiving to you, your loved ones. I understand people lost people. Listen, they're here. They're watching. Because I feel my mama. I feel my daddy. I feel my grandparents. They here. So shout out to y'all going through it and actually putting a smile on your face.
That's a fact.
It's always love for me and Anonymous. You know how we do, baby.
Absolutely.
Always.
I got one more shot if I could squeeze that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this is important. This is important. I know I said one of them, but I got to shout out the whole team. Shout out to the Influence team. I need horns on that. I need horns. Influence to the moon. Shout out to y'all. Y'all came in as a swarm. Not in just the room. Not in just the room in my life or whatever. And y'all came and took over. Y'all good quality group. I love y'all. All y'all. You know what I mean? Influence to the moon, gang. I had to throw that in. It didn't feel right if I did. Ink Mom, what's up? I appreciate you. Let's get it.
This is Voices of an Artist.
Bossy V.
With your co-host Anonymous and special guests.
Cannon. Your
music. Until the next time, every Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Voices of an Artist podcast out.
We out, y'all. Later.